freshen it out the
Swimming
way.
down.
Nah, I reckon I can get it balanced. Hey. So we just thought we'd do a nice little life update. Rumour has it Katie's getting a new car, so we thought we'd talk about that, but we're not saying what car it is. So if you're here for that, might as well just leave and come back in a few months and I've actually got it. Buzzing to do a car reveal like yours.
Nice little video.
So excited for that, because obviously I already had this by the time we started the channel. Obviously you got to say goodbye to the Polo. That'd be cool.
That was
to do a good. It'd be good to do a little goodbye to the Mini, but obviously because this will be part exchanged in, I don't think it'll be that easy.
Like kick it, like, see you later.
Bye, there's keys, see you later, your problem, bye.
Run off. Woo!
But like, as we were saying, we've just got to that point where me and Matt have both been sat down having a long chat and whatnot, just about life things in general. Like, these are actual serious life updates. Like, most people come on here, do a life update, and they just talk about car
like,
plans. But
what shall I have? Shall I have like a red one or a blue one? Like...
Well, our life plans are actually our future. We don't live together yet, and we're going to be moving out at some point. Not this year, you know, maybe not even next year. Probably the year after. We don't know. Like, at the end of the day, a property could come up end of next year for the right price, and we might just have to go for it. You know, you don't know what's around the corner, but we've both been talking about, you know, we can't afford to have these cars. I can't afford to have a Mini, which is on 116,000, which I'm constantly just like, it's not going to last forever. Cars don't.
Exactly. It's like, you want to get in the car and drive it 2 hours down the road with confidence that you're going to get there. Like, all the cars I've had, I've got in the car, I'm like, am I going to make it without something going wrong? Like,
and constantly me and Matt will be like going to a show, or we'll have a long drive somewhere, and every single time we have to sort of sit down and we're like, whose car's more realistically going to make it?
We like argue
our
not
points.
to drive.
Yeah, because like, obviously we did a few journeys this week and we went to a few dealerships.
Is it snowing?
I don't know. If you do hear anything in the background, it has just started raining, and obviously we're sat in the car. So you're going to hear it, you might even see it. I actually think it's hail.
No, it looks like snow. Probably is hail though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's more wet, so I'm thinking it's hail. Completely what I'm saying. Obviously, yeah, we went to a few main dealerships that were about an hour away, and I nominated Matt to drive because, one, I'd been at work in the morning, so who realistically wants to drive? But bless him, he did all the driving, because as some of you know, the Mini has got an oil leak.
Thing is, you saying an hour doesn't sound that long, but it was like an hour to the first place, and it was another like half hour 45 to another one. Then we have to drive all the way back, and driving around different places as well whilst we were there. Yeah,
but yeah, you know, at the end of it, I'm 24 this year, Matt's 21 this year, so there is an age gap. Yeah, Matt's got an old lady. Hey, which does make it a little bit harder, because obviously I'm a bit more older. I'm ready to do certain things which you're ready in your head, but I am still like, you are very young still. Not as in...
Yeah, but I'm like a 50-year-old in my head.
Yeah, it's not like you act like an 18-year-old.
That's perfect.
I just feel a bit bad, because I'm like, maybe at 20, like say 23 for example, I wasn't bothered about moving out. But then I'm like, but how can I make you sort of move out? But that's just sort of part of the package, really. But, you know, one day we are going to have to move out, and we're not going to have slammed cars, because realistically, if we had slammed cars, we'd have to have a daily, and we can't afford 3 cars or 4 cars.
Well, it'd have to be 4, wouldn't it? We work in opposite directions.
Like, we work in opposite directions. I'm now driving a lot further for work than I ever was every morning. I'm driving, I'm not sure exactly how many miles it is, but it's a good probably half an hour, 40 minutes depending on traffic, which doesn't sound very like, you know, some people drive like an hour plus, but for me, you know, it is a longer journey, and I love the drive, but it would be nice to sort of get in something that's a bit more comfortable, a bit more like luxury. Like, I can't fault the Mini as in like optional extras. This car is jam-packed. It's got everything you could possibly think of, but
they're still like 16 years old.
Yeah, it's
like,
still a
16-year-old extras. Like.
Yeah, it's still a 2003 Mini. I may as well talk a bit about your car. You know, what's going on with that?
Well, to be fair, there's not really a major problem.
No.
It's just, yeah, the mileage is quite high. It was 97,000 now, which still is under average for like its age.
Yeah, because it's 2009.
It's 2000, so technically it should be on 100, but it's on 97, so it's a little bit less. But it's just, the engine I chose is very nerve-wracking. Like, I'm sure I'm like one of 5 that probably have one actually left now. Like,
any 1.4 Scirocco owners, you know.
You know, if you've got the 160, you know exactly why I'm saying it's a stressful car.
Yeah.
Yeah, like every time you get in that car and you drive, you're like, is it going to lose power or is it going to blow up? Which one of the two is it going to be today? But so far, fingers crossed it stays like this, it's run pretty perfectly. Like, yeah, it's got like its usual problems and stuff, like clutches, and because that's on its way out.
Yeah.
And that's like £1,000 just for the flywheel. So I'm like, I do love the car. I love a Scirocco. I think I'd always want one again, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, it's a really good car, but I just haven't fallen in love with it, if you know what I mean.
That's exactly the same as I am with this one.
Like, my Corsa, I absolutely adored that car. I didn't even want it because I had a silver one to start off with, and I wanted a VXR, but insurance and money-wise, I couldn't get one, so I had to go for this other Corsa, and I was like, I don't want it. Really didn't want it. Paid for it, was annoyed about it, but then I actually fell in love with it like so bad.
Yeah,
I absolutely loved
it.
I hated it. I used to always rip like the shit out of it, being like, oh, I'm going to McDonald's, getting my like little 14-year-old girlfriend and stuff like this. But I loved it. I absolutely loved that car.
That's the thing, and I just feel like with me, with the Polo, I loved it. Do you know what I mean? I spent so much money on it. I loved it.
Like, you'd get excited to drive it.
There was no doubt in my mind. And I even said I'm going to keep that car forever. Obviously, I didn't. But then, if someone said to me, do you want to keep the Mini forever? No.
Same with me. I wouldn't want to keep mine forever.
No, thank you. Like, I had to buy this car because obviously the Polo was on its way out. I didn't have very long. I had a couple of months. And I had no money. I had no money other than, like, I had a credit card with a bit of money on it. And I only had, literally, you know, a £2,000 limit. And this was, well, I didn't really have that. I had no money. So, and I saw this come up for the right price. And I pretty much bought it for all the wrong reasons. I bought it based on looks, which I do like the looks. Obviously, it's custom colour, all the extras and everything. But the mileage was high. I bought it on 115, I believe, 112, 115, around that. And we had to view the car. It was raining. We couldn't really look at it.
But it was in London.
Yeah, it was in London. It was horrendous. Matt had to leave his Corsa like on yellow lines with hazards on to make it look like it had broken down, just so we could actually have a look at this car. And yeah, it's just not what I wanted. And I really tried hard at the beginning to love it. And I did probably for the first couple of weeks because it was a new car. Like, it was something different. But I always said to you, didn't I, like, I don't love it.
Yeah, but I was always just like, you will once you start doing, like, you got all the body kit side of things, and then you did start to like it again.
Yeah.
And then I'd say, from what I've seen, when the person hit your bumper, since then on, you haven't liked the car anymore.
Yeah.
I'd say it's that, I don't know, it's not related really, is it?
No.
But since then, you've been like, I don't want it anymore, like.
I think it's just mainly because of the job I've taken.
Yeah.
And this sounds really big-headed. I can afford a better car now. Like, I'm in a better position than I was, and like, I'm not getting rid of the Mini tomorrow or anything, so I have time to save. I have time to save up. I have time to, I mean, the car that I'm looking at, in the like sequence of certain things I want, like door colour, engine, location, I searched it yesterday and I found 2 cars. One had sold and one was in a different colour. There was none of the exact one I wanted, so I may have to sacrifice something. Might have to go for the 5-door option, might have to go for a different colour, I don't know. But because of that, it's quite nice because it's not like there's one sitting there like, buy me, buy me, buy me. You know, I can just save up a deposit. Ideally, I'm probably looking for July, but realistically, if one isn't ready, I want this to be the one. Like, if it's not the one, I don't just want to go and buy.
That's what we've said, though, isn't it? Like, both the cars we bought were not necessarily mine, but yours was a compromise because your car was basically dying.
Yeah, and I wanted something good around that time.
And mine was rushed because my insurance was running out on the Corsa in like a month's time. I had the money for the car, and it come up. It was like local. 2 miles down the road. Really good price. Yeah, the mileage was high, but it was still a really good price. Really good garage. Like, they've got a good reputation. I was like, they're a decent place. And it was almost rushed. I was like, I have the money for this. I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
Like, if I waited and done another insurance on the Corsa, I could have easily swapped it over.
Yeah.
And I could have probably got a better one. Could have got like a 2 litre maybe, I don't know, but...
That's the thing. I think we both didn't make bad decisions because, you know, we have enjoyed these cars. You know, we've enjoyed doing it, and these cars have sort of made our channel, apart from the Corsa video, which got like 5,000 views, which is insane.
I know, I'm so gutted I got rid of it.
But I just really wanted to come on here and give you a life update. A life update. I like it when YouTubers do that because it sort of shows that, you know, we're not sponsored. We don't get anything from YouTube, like nothing, literally
everything
nothing.
We ever bought or put on the car, we've worked to buy that.
Yeah, we've worked hard. You know, we may have spoken to a company and been like, oh, we'll do a video, but we didn't get any discount. We didn't get a discount code. We just sort of said, oh, by the way, like, we're going to do a video. Is that all right?
Well, more than not, we've told them after we've already done the video.
Yeah, we've done like, by the way, here you go.
By the way, we've talked about your stuff and then just give it a watch, like get the views up sort of thing.
Like you know, we're not buying new cars this year because we've got shitloads of money from YouTube. We've got nothing. We've just got what we've saved up.
Yeah, it's literally saving and working.
We're not going to be moving out into a 4-bedroom, semi-detached house with a driveway big enough for 5 cars.
Exactly, yeah. It'll be like a shed.
No, it'll probably be a 1 or 2 bed flat somewhere. I don't care.
I don't really care.
I
just
can't
want
wait
my own
for
little
that.
house, you know?
Yeah, I can't wait for that, but, you know, I don't want people jumping on and being like, oh, like, we work hard, both of us. And, you know, times changed. If you'd have asked us, like, a couple of years ago, well, yeah, obviously we weren't together, but if you'd have asked us a few years ago and said, will you have a modified car, will you lower every car, you'd be like, yes.
If you asked me 2-3 years ago, what would you want to do when you're 22, I'd be like, I'd want a Nissan 350 with a welded diff, lowered, all of this, massive wing on the back, something like that. That's what I would have said.
Yeah, I would have said, it's quite hard because the car that I'm thinking of buying would probably be what I would have said. But the car that I'm buying, I probably would have lowered it, slammed it, ruined it, air ride, wheels, whatever else. I probably wouldn't have afforded air rides. I probably just would have ruined it because I would have just put rubbish springs or coilovers on it, and it would have been like a 15 grand car. Might have baited it out there. Might be 15 grand, might be 20. Don't know. Who knows? Yeah, it depends on the mileage. And then I would have ruined it. It would have been game over.
Exactly.
But I think that's pretty much it. You know, we get quite a few comments from you guys, and I like to give you little updates of what's going on in the life of Matt and Katie.
What's going on in our little heads? Or big head, as for her. Look at the size.
That's so rude. Your nose is big.
Yeah, well, they can't tell. Actually, they probably can.
Yeah, they can. We've seen that on his face.
It's very bulbous.
Yeah, at least I can sort of hide mine a little bit.
See, if we do end up making money and we can afford a helicopter, we have the landing pad, so it's fine.
That's so rude. That is so rude. Right, on the other hand, anyway, when Katie moves out and leaves Matt on his own, and Katie has a really nice car, and, you know, she'll have a driveway that just has her car, and she'll park it, like, diagonally just because she can, because no one else is going to be there. And I've had to get a Fiesta. And Matt's had to go get a 1 litre EcoBoost Fiesta.
Oh, jeez, and talk about how mine's quicker than an ST because I've put an air filter on it.
Okay, let's not go into the ST Fiesta rant, because he always goes into it. Let's wrap this up, because I feel like I can just chat for hours about this sort of thing. I feel like I'm going to get my bank account out soon and start going through finances.
I didn't spend this.
I spent an extra £2 at McDonald's. Why was that?
Should not have had a McFlurry.
But that is it.
Everyone's tearing down.
I know,
today.
that was an Audi.
Yeah.
Guys, this is a 30 miles an hour road. Source it out. Like the amount of people that have bombing it. Source it out. Sort it out. The amount of people that bomb around here in their Golfs, their Polos, their Audis with their farty exhausts. Can you not go do it somewhere else? You're so annoying.
You tell them. Bitch.